been in the food industry for over 2 decades. From his award-winning restaurants to his best-selling cookbooks and his role on and off camera in the celebrated TV series The Bear, you know him and love him. Here with his third cookbook, Soup, Salad, Sandwiches, please welcome the one and only Matty Matheson.
It's a beautiful day.
A beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. And huge congrats on this absolute stone cold stunner.
We love that. We love that book.
We do, honestly. So I wanted to get right into it.
Okay.
Because when I was flipping through this book, there was one recipe that really caught my eye.
Okay.
It was for the beef on weck.
Yeah.
Are you a Buffalo man?
Yeah, well, I grew up in Fort Erie, so going to Buffalo was a very casual thing.
Yeah.
And beef on wick is a delicious sandwich, not really found anywhere else but there.
Yeah.
Because the wick, the caraway seeded bun, is what makes it. You know, there's me and Squish, you know, all Trishy.
So let's talk about these pictures, because not only did this recipe catch my eye, because I also love Buffalo. It's a great place.
Great place.
The pictures for this, your wife is wearing her prom dress.
She's wearing hers. I don't know where my suit went. I don't know where my suit went, but she's still wearing her prom dress. Yeah. She's a heater.
Yeah.
She's cool.
Yeah, really got a good one there.
Yeah, she's great. She's perfect. She's perfect. Yeah.
Now, does she cook a lot at home, or are you mainly the?
She cooks like crazy.
Yeah.
She. You know, we got 3 kids at home, and then like our farm, Blue Goose, opened up like a little farm stand.
Yeah, it's huge.
And then she started, it's right next to Rizzo's House of Parm. And so then she started doing this thing called Treats by Trish.
Yeah.
And she started making like cookies and like squares and kind of like a bunch of recipes from like, it seems like a book that you would find in like a church basement or something.
Yeah, with like the spiral ring spine.
And it was making like really beautiful things, and then it's a seasonal thing.
Okay.
But Treats by Trish, she cooks all the time. She's set up a little pantry and her little baking. I don't know. She cooks amazing.
That's amazing. That's so cool. I think the thing that I loved about this book, and your 2 previous books are absolutely beautiful, but this one really feels like it's home cooking for your family. Like it's the classic trifecta: soup, salad, sandwiches. Everybody loves it.
Everybody loves it.
Everyone has a sandwich.
Eats it.
100%.
You know, everybody eats it. It's like cookbooks. You know, it's like, what are you supposed to do? You know, what are you supposed to do with cookbooks?
It's true, because it's like, it lasts forever, and that's intimidating.
They last forever.
Yeah.
They're very tangible.
Yeah.
They physically hold them.
Yeah.
You can cook from them.
Yeah.
Even myself, I need like inspiration. I want to be able to like get a book and just be like, oh, that's nice.
Yes.
That's
nice.
nice.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Now, I want to talk quickly. We're going to kind of go through the chapters. So, we're going to start with sandwiches first, though.
Okay.
So, your favorite as a kid was bologna.
I love a bologna sandwich.
I love a bologna, too.
I love a bologna sandwich.
What was on your bologna? What was the structure?
The structure was either toasted or untoasted. Sometimes I wanted toasted, sometimes I didn't.
Interesting, that's fancy.
And then I would just do mayonnaise and mustard, and then bologna, and then like a slice of American cheese.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's it.
I was white Wonder Bread, ketchup, bologna.
Just a hot dog.
Just a hot dog. I wanted a flat hot dog.
A sandwich.
Yeah. It was very, very good.
That's good. Bologna's great.
Yeah, it is. Nice. I want to talk about salads.
Yeah.
So my favorite thing that you talk about, which is I think something that a lot of home cooks don't necessarily know. You talk about seasoning your salad, treating it like it's a piece of meat, treating it like it's actually something that you want to taste good, not just a vehicle for sauce, essentially.
Yeah.
So can you tell me why seasoning is so important to your food?
Well, I think seasoning makes something great rather than good.
Yeah.
And I think the right amount of salt, the right amount of pepper, the right amount of any spice is the right amount is the right amount.
Yeah.
I say it, season it until it tastes good to your palate.
Thank you. See, people always give me guff because they say I had too much salt, and I don't think I do. No guff.
More guff.
No guff about food.
There's no more guff.
0%.
Yes.
Now, one thing I've loved about your career in general, it's kind of how you got your start. So you got your start at Le Select Bistro here in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the first place I ever took my mom and paid for dinner. I think I was 12 years old.
Amazing.
Over on Queen Street when it was still there.
Yeah, I worked there.
I was going to say, you might have maybe...
I started on the Queen Street location, and then when we reopened on Wellington, that was a wild time.
Yeah. Definitely. I got married at the Wellington location as well. I know.
Amazing.
And that's where you met Chef Rang. I know, right, guys? Yeah.
Well, Rang was at Queen Street.
Yeah.
Rang was at, there's my dog.
There you go. Yeah.
There's my buddy. Rang, he was at Le Select.
Yeah.
And then Vicky and Jean-Jacques and Frederick and everybody there is incredible. And Yeah, Le Select's iconic.
It really is. What was it like learning there? Like, and also, is it normal to have that tight of a relationship between you and the chef?
Yeah, I think it was incredible. It was like formative years. It was before, like, I didn't have a cell phone.
Yeah,
you know, like, you'd go to work. Even like there, I like handed out a resume.
Yeah.
Physically walked around and handed out a resume, and like I got a call back, and I had to, you know, like it was like a thing where it wasn't an app or a thing or whatever, but it was like. It was an incredible restaurant.
Yeah.
It was something like, you know, learning French cuisine in college and going to cooking school is one thing, but like going and working at like Le Select, something like Le Select, I didn't know.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know the Le Select was this thing that was around for 30 years and was this iconic spot. I was handing out resumes on Queen Street.
Yeah. You're just popping into every one.
I handed out over 100. I got one call back. And it wasn't like I was some good thing or anything. It was just a serendipitous thing that I'm very grateful for. And I love Vicky and Jean-Jacques and everybody there. And it was an incredible time.
Yeah.
And it was a wild time.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing place. Like there was actors and painters and everyone was a server, and it was just like this thing where I was only like 23 when I started there, and it was an amazing place.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, this is it. This is everything that I wanted out of a restaurant. It was community. It was friendships. It was learning French cuisine. It was working in a high intensity kitchen that was like putting out a lot of food.
A lot of food, and some amazing soup. The French onion soup, always a killer. Always a killer. Speaking of soup.
The French onion soup. I cut half my finger off. See that scar there?
Oh, sick!
Me and Rang racing, because and I cut it, like my whole top of my finger fell off. And so I just duct taped it.
And then you went going,
And then I went after. I went after service.
Yeah.
But we were like messing around, and we were like, because we were seeing who could like slice a 50-pound bag of onions fastest.
100%, as normal.
We could do it under like 10 minutes.
That's huge, man. Yeah.
And so we were like doing it, and I was just like, and I was just like, and I like to the bone.
I got one on my thumb, but I was making a craft, and I took the kitchen shears where I shouldn't have, and my mom got that at me.
You know, you
gotta have battle wounds.
You race cutting onions long enough, you'll cut your finger off. Now, Le Select is the best.
It is. Now, going from chopping a 50-pound bag of onion, we have to talk about the Bear, where your career has led you now. Absolutely huge, absolutely amazing. So not only do you act in the Bear, you also executive produce, you culinary consult, and you've even tried your hand at writing. What's it been like seeing your career? I'm certain going in a direction you never really thought it would.
No.
Yeah. What's it been like doing that?
Fun.
Yeah.
I love these guys.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah.
It all starts truly. Me working with the Bear all starts with like Coco, like Courtney Storr.
Yeah.
Who's Chris Storr's sister. She's a chef. She's amazing. We became friends. We did this charity in Philly one year, Alex's Lemonade Stand, incredible charity. And we met like over 10 years ago now, and became friends with her, became friends with Chris. And me and Chris were always like, yo, he worked in TV and did comedy specials and did movies, and he was like, he was doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I was doing stuff, and he's just like, yo, we got to do something one day. We got to do something. And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Sure. People say.
Yeah, we got to do something. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We got to do something. Okay, let's just be buddies. How about we just be friends?
Yeah.
And then I got a call one day, and he was just like, yo, I think I got something. He's like, do you want to consult? Do you want to help out?
Yeah.
And do you want to act? Can you act?
I was going to say, it was like the sequence of events is wild. The questioning is out of order.
I can't answer the acting thing still.
You're fantastic. You're a hoot and a half.
No, thanks.
You keep the fun,
It's something.
Yeah.
But it is but that's it. Like, it was just like, it wasn't like I was this guy.
No.
I am who I am. Chris is who he is, and it worked out.
That's amazing.
It really is.
Yeah. You find the right people, and you can figure it out, right?
You
got Trish. You got them all.
Yeah. Trish found me though. She found me in high school.
A+ work. Oh, Trish, good stuff.
She found me. She's lucky.
Oh my God.
She's lucky.
She's lucky. LOL. On that note, Maddie, huge congrats on all your success. Great job, man. Really, really awesome. And studio audience, thanks to Maddie. You're all going home with a copy of his latest book. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.